Go. The story I'm about to tell you is true. It happened in Bombay, India. And Jimmy Ashley and myself went ashore. And what actually happened, I'm wrong. Correct that. It was Pakistan. So we went ashore and we went to, we were way out of bounds. We weren't supposed to be there. The streets were real wide. The sidewalks were small. But when we were in India, we were going through a park and this guy came up and he had a sack and a wicker basket. And for a few rupees, he had let a mongoose kill a cobra. Not trusting the mongoose, I stood up on the park bench overlooking it. So when we got to Karachi, Pakistan, Jimmy and I are walking down this sidewalk and there was these wicker baskets and I immediately thought of snakes. So I said to Jimmy, I hollered to Jimmy, and I said, Jimmy, there's snakes in those baskets. Look out, look out. So he goes to step off the sidewalk, and lo and behold, there was a python about 18 feet long. And that's the way it was, just like that. And Jimmy darn near stepped on it. So we turned around, we screamed real loud. We turned around and started running down the street, and I happened to look over my shoulder, and the guy that owned the shop, I guess, he came out and he picked up this snake and he's throwing it around in the air and that. So we thought, well, we'll be brave. And we went across the street and down, and there was two guys came up to us and they said, do you know where you are? And we said, well, our ship's tied up in the city there, Karachi, the waterfront. He says, well, you're out of bounds. He says, you get your throat slit here for a couple of rupees. He says, you better get out of here. And they turned out to be secret police. So we immediately got in a horse-drawn wagon and we went back to our ship. So endeth the lesson. Go. When I was in the Navy, I used to take the train from the ship to home on leave. And every time I hit Montreal, it was always Sunday, and nothing was ever open. So I'm coming home on compassionate leave, and I decided to stay over Sunday night, Monday night, and continue my journey home on Tuesday. But I met a couple of buddies there, and we started having a few drinks. And this one, the Brown Bear Bar, I believe, if you drank a zombie, you got another zombie free. So naturally I had to try it. I got the second one, so I was a little high. But it was so cold that I had to go down to the train depot and get my overcoat because I was just wearing the Burberry. But anyway, I decided to check in the hotel overnight to get some sleep. And I fell asleep with a cigarette in my hand. I woke up and all it was I could smell was smoke. And I made my way to the door. It was a big oak door and walked in with you. And I tried to put my shoulder to it and I bounced right back on the floor. And the windows, they were old-fashioned windows, and they had a slit in the middle and then with a sliding cover. So when I get some fresh air, I started breathing in and I did a foolish thing. I broke the glass, and as soon as the air hit the room, it went up in smoke. So I got on the ledge, and I dropped down to the second floor, and I managed to get on the second floor. And I'm going through the hotel, I'm hollering, fire, fire, fire. And people are coming out of their rooms, and there I am, just in my underwear, bleeding. So finally the firemen came and they put it out. And I had to report to HMCS Staticona because I lost all my identification, my uniform, and everything in the fire. So I never did get reimbursed. I was told by the hotel that the padre received a cable. If Legion Seaman Gibson's willing to pay $5,000 damage, we'd gladly pay him for his uniform. Which I thought we better just drop it right then and there. So from then on, I never stayed over in Montreal.